share story. I will share story about people that almost similar profile with them, and people are being diagnosed with critical illness, cancer, heart attack, strokes. Yeah. So I believe story tell everything because everyone like to hear stories. So and they don't like facts and data. So normally after I share a few cases about my clients or my colleagues clients in my agency or in other agencies, so to let them know better and then let them have the urgency. And I always, of course, I will actually ask them about their um their income. I will fact find about their income, and then I will ask them who are their dependents. And I always ask them, did you ever think last last night after you sleep and you didn't wake up, who will take care all your commitments? The 10 fingers commitments? Yeah. So who will take care of this and your young kids? So these are the urgency that I will um the I will let them aware. Okay, Eileen, pass back to you.
All right, thank you, Karen. Thanks for all these good tips and all our participants, elite lights who are on the line today together with us. Remember to jot down all these key takeaways. Okay, so Karen, just now you talk about because we understand facts tell but stories sell. So it is very important for us to learn to how can we tell the story right and as well as fact find our customer. So we got another questions here is when you approach with the customers, right? How do you build trust with them?
Okay. I really I believe in servicing. So I try to do my best in claims and service my clients. So when we meet, right, yeah, especially claims, that's very powerful. Recently I actually get prospects. Okay, so it's actually the deceased family members. She was shocked to see I'm the first one who came to the wake service in the evening. And then she didn't know me because one of the family members who actually asked me to go over and I bring the form to claim the death of their father. So just recently, uh, the the deceased daughter actually gave me a call and say that she was impressed. She told me this. I was so thankful. Yeah, she said she was so impressed because of my action, fast and immediate. I went to their house and asked them fill up all the form and take the necessary files from them. So yeah, to answer Eileen, how to build trust, servicing, and our attitude is very important. Pass back to you, Eileen.
All right, thank you. Yeah, servicing is the king and also the attitude. Yeah, thanks, Karen, for these tips. And we got another question from Rose Aida. Rose Aida is asking, may I know what is the suitable time to call potential client to ask after giving the quotation? I mean, I think
Ah,
this is more on the follow up. Yeah.
yeah, the follow up. Okay. So normally, right, during the meeting when we want to do our presentation, uh, we need to condition our clients. So urgency, and then we try to close for. I normally I will practice like try to close, uh, ask her to sign. Okay, so if clients still mention that like I need to discuss or I need to think back, so I will say okay, so can I give you a call after 2 days? So this is my last resource, but I don't like to do this because I don't like to chase people. I don't like to chase the prospects. So I will make them scared enough so that they will update me.
All right. Means the story, the way on how we are telling the story is also a very key things, right? To create the urgency.
Yeah.
Thereafter, yeah, meet the expectations by telling them, okay, can I call you after 2 days' time if there
Mm,
is no response? All right. Thank
yes.
you. Thank you, Karen. So, Karen, we got another question. That question is the guidelines to win the race are the step seven here. So the step seven here is talking about after attend the meeting. So we will try to ask 3 to 5 referrals with from our clients or prospect. But the question here is many of us we the question here is I shy to ask my good friend for referrals. Can you share or demo how would you do it?
Okay. Actually, to me, right, as long as the person is my clients or my prospects, I know that because from our presentation, we should after present this, I always check on my clients, my audience, whether he or she actually understand my presentation. I encourage two-way talking. So from time to time, right, we let's say in 45 minutes of presentation, I always discuss with him or her. Then, so do you understand this? So this is how the medical plan can claim. Okay, so slowly I progress fully about my proposals, and then I try closing. So if let's say he still but I will ask him, do you understand everything? Is this plan uh good for you? In the ABC, I usually will do three proposals. I will ask their feedback, which one they think is best suit them. So usually I will get some reply. So for example, if let's say he mentioned B, this B looks very good, look suitable for me and my budget. But let me discuss with my wife. So I know that he is a serious buyer. Yeah. Or I will allow him 2 days. Then I'll follow up. But before we leave, right, I will ask, Mister, so do you think today presentation, is there any feedback for me? Do you understand everything? Um, any improvement for me? So after I get all this feedback, especially when he acknowledged that this proposal do help him, then I will ask my referrer, Mister, you see, this today we are really two of us actually we can meet up in this time. It's really a blessings because sometimes after leaving, right, after we left the meeting, I don't know the second time when I can meet my client. So Mr. Lee, since you like this plan, can you also refer me 3 to 5 of your colleagues or your neighbors or your church mates? Okay, I usually will ask about this network, um, whom you think that I also can help them similar the way I help you. So usually they will open up their phone and share with me some names and contacts. Okay, Elaine.
All right, thanks, Karen. Caught the keyword here. The keyword is after feedback is the key, right? So asking for feedback not only helping we ourselves to improve our skills, but also we will get to know whether our clients they are happy with our presentations or not. So like what Karen said just now is after the client acknowledge the proposal is helpful, okay, or can help them. So this is the right time for us to get the referral. Did I miss
Yes.
out anything? Okay, all right. Thank you, Karen. This is very good tips. So every time we always go through the sales cycle, we say, okay, closing, then get for referral. I think the one thing we miss out here is the keyword is the feedback. Okay, sometimes we may forgot we want to ask the feedback from our clients. So Karen, we got many questions coming in. Are we okay to continue to, or do you have any slide that you want to continue before we answer next questions?
Uh, no more. Yeah. You can
All
go
right,
ahead with
so
I try my best to share the experience. Yeah.
All right, thank you. I think all our elite lives today they are more than happy because they can learn from your real life experience. So let me read you the next question from Mohammed Zuhami. So he's asking how you schedule your time to do calling for appointment when doing this business part time. Yeah.
Mm, okay. Normally this depends on our own clients, yeah, our clients, what occupation they are. So for my case, most of my clients are corporate employees, corporate directors. So I know that usually they prefer to pick up a call during working hours. But usually Monday morning is not a good time because they just get back to work. So usually I will give them a call on Tuesday. Just except Monday morning, right? The other day will be fine. Tuesday, Wednesday morning. Then I will make my appointment in maybe for lunch meeting with them. Yeah, and then I seldom actually call them for appointment in Saturday and Sunday. So usually calling for to make appointments, usually I make during the weekdays while I know that my clients are working, but they sometimes they also need a little bit like a few seconds of free time. So especially like afternoon, 3 to 4 o'clock is also a good time to uh, text them first. Yeah, sometimes I text them and then when they reply me fast, so I know that they can pick up a call. Yeah. Okay, so this is my practice. So it also need to look at your own prospects and your clients, what occupation they are. Some people might be busy in the night shift, so they need to catch up their sleep in the morning. So you know how to call them, yeah, accordingly.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you, Karen. Once again, I learned from you as well. So, text before we call our customer first. I think this is very good because sometimes when we receive some of the calls, after they call you, then only they will ask you, are you convenient to talk now? So, if the customer say no, then it's like, hey, you need to wait for another days to call your clients, right? So, I think this
yeah.
is a very good method. Thanks, Karen, to share these tips with us.
Welcome,
So, we got,
Elaine. Yeah.
yeah. So we got another question from Mohammed Kari. Kari asking this question. Hi Karen, how did you handle your prospects who are your good friend that rejected your approach and keep away from you every time you want to approach them?
Mm, okay. Thanks for this question. Okay, so we need to be objective driven. Okay, so first, yes, the person is your good friend. Have you identified their need? So if uh, I actually study their background and I already fact find them everything, and I know that uh, my good friend he actually doesn't have enough coverage. So then I know this will be very very high chance for me. But of course, we need to of course go back to storytelling. So especially for people who are very close to us, right? They know our career, they know our job. We are always we will talk about uh, insurance. So I do not mention anything. Don't push sales. Don't push any products to them. But this will take some time, of course. But don't give up on them if you know that they actually do not have enough insurance. I won't give up. So I will always put in my KIV list. And then, yes, so use some story that related to their background, to their, let's say, your good friend is around 35 years old and with two children, young kids, and you know that he doesn't even have any protection, only take a medical plan. So I will try to relate someone who's same background, and then the person actually suddenly was healthy all the while, and then one day just receive a phone call from the wife that this person actually admitted in the emergency ward. in the hospital because of heart attack. So this is a real case as well. Now when I share this experience, right? Yeah, it's my client, but thank God is he listened to me and he actually upgrade his medical plan. Yeah, before he was diagnosed with a heart attack. So try to relate back to their background and share these stories and then ask question. Uh, and then ask them if this thing happened to us, have I actually set up my family emergency fund? Is it enough to cover my dependents, my wife, my children, living expenses? Yeah, so I always ask this. And sometimes I will also share because I do have clients after heart attack and ask me, Karen, do you think I can still take up insurance? Yes, many years ago, he was my colleague who have that was my first claim case. He had heart attack in the office. Yeah, it was very pressure because of they are required to present their projects to the GM. So somebody actually called me, uh, I think his wife, yeah, that he actually fainted on the corridor and because of heart attack. And before that day, right, he fell down. He actually already have cold sweat the night before. I went to the ICU to visit him. And then after I do the claims for him, then after few months, then when we meet up, he actually asked me this question. Karen, do you think I can still top up some insurance? Then I asked him, what insurance you think you want? Last time you talked to me, the A Life signature plan. You mentioned to me that I can buy 500,000. Do you think I can still apply? Then yeah, I actually respond. I say this depends on your condition and your doctor report. So ask if you now I go back to the question. It regardless your good friend, your neighbors, your church mates, okay. So if you are shy to ask them, right, then we don't help them. And eventually, if something really happened to them, um, will you feel regret or not? Just my DM used to motivate me when you're shy to talk to people, right? Just think about helping people. Yeah, I want to help him. I can't afford to see this good friend, close friend of mine who suddenly diagnosed with a disease and the family members suffer and then the lifestyle drop. Yeah, so ask yourself if you cannot afford to see your good friends having this will encounter this experience, right? Then go out and try to help them. Yeah, don't have high expectation, but then just do our job. Okay, Elaine, pass back to you.
All right, thank you, Karen. Karen, when you share about this story, it also reminds me one of my my friends who are also a trainer. He collapsed during his delivering. I mean, during his training time, he collapsed in front of all the participants, and he also diagnosed with stroke. And yeah, but luckily after I
Oh.
think about 8 months times he's gradually recovering now. So I think this is very true. uh
Mm,
CI or whatsoever uncertainties, actually they didn't discriminate, no matter it is our friends or our colleagues or our neighbors, like what Karen shared just now. So just don't be shy. Okay,
mm.
with your sincere heart, you want to help them, and this is where we can always ask for. I mean, we can try to approach them, right,
Yep,
Karen? Right?
yep,
All
yes.
right. So
Mm.
thanks, Karen, because I'm too into the stories and all the tips you are sharing. But I see there are long list of questions keep coming in. Okay, so we got this next question from Nuraida. Um, This question is asking how to be confident when we approach prospect, and how do you keep yourself motivated every day?
Mm, okay. So the first question is how to be confidence when I see people.
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay. My personal experience, if I did enough fact finding and I did enough homework, okay, so it's very important. These two determines the success rate and the confidence level. So if I have done enough fact finding and chit chat with him, I got to know what he has. And then, of course, yes, policy review. Yeah. If the person that I meet, he told me that uh, I have policy, but I don't know what is that. Or I have policy, I know, and then he mentioned the coverage, all that. Regardless he said or don't say it, I will ask him to bring all this policy for me. I will do a free policy review for him. So then I will go home, and this is part of my homework. I do a summary of his policy, what protection he has, and then I will try to come up with a few proposals, usually 2 to 3 proposals. And then as long as I know his need, then I did enough fact find and all the policy review. This give me confidence. Yeah. So enough preparation. What is the second question, Elaine?
The second question is how can you keep yourself motivated every day?
Okay. How to keep myself motivated? Okay, so usually, some people like to, I for myself, I like a little walking or jogging in the morning to actually build up my vitality steps, and this actually can raise my energy, high energy. Okay, then usually during my breakfast time, I will also look at my notebook and do my planning. So I will start to make some calls. So I will actually, I know my goal, what is my target to achieve, and then yeah, just go for it. Don't hesitate. We all know the big why we join this industry, right? So just go ahead, don't turn back. And then if, of course, if you have some um what I say, if let's say after appointment your client didn't take up, say that he want to discuss with the wife, with the husband, okay, don't feel sad, just go next. Yeah, I have trained myself to be uh I just ignore all these noises in my mind. I just go next. Yeah, so yeah, every time when you have done a appointment, you have successfully do a presentation, reward yourself. Yeah, this is another trainer who have actually uh, um, share with me. Reward yourself. We need a better reward. We have done a good job. So after every presentation, or even after I did a fact finding, I feel good. I will reward myself with maybe a nice lunch. I buy myself a coffee, a cup of coffee, and enjoy. Okay, then yeah. So this is how we motivate ourselves daily. Elaine, pass
All
back to
right.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Karen. I like this words, rewards yourself, because I always rewards myself as well.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's good.
keep ourselves motivated. All right.
Yes.
So we got Yongjin. Yongjin is asking, hi, Karen. Would like to ask you how you fact find prospect exact income, which income is very confidential and personal to everyone,
Mm.
or do you think if we just grab a range of the prospect income would be sufficient?
Okay, very good question. Okay, so usually when we know that the person occupation, right, and then so for me, most of my clients are my corporate employees. So if he is a manager, so I actually in my mind I know how's the range of the salary. But then usually I will encourage them to tell me. So I will always ask them, hey, Lee, do you know many people are actually recently I met with a lot of my clients, right? They don't know how much insurance to buy. Wo. So what do you think? Then I will ask him. I will see if he knows or not. Even he is my client or he is my prospect, not yet my client, I will still ask. Because I do really have a lot of friends ask me how to determine how much to buy. I ask him. Then he will tell me. Then da, 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 da. Then I will actually ask him, okay, Lee, this is how I tell my friend who asked me. I will always ask him when he plan to retire. Let's say people tell me 55. So I will draw a line from his age. For if let's say he's 40 now, so he still have 15 years to 55. So this 15 years, then I will try to ask him. So usually, what is your monthly commitment now? So when you ask monthly commitment, people will tell you, right? He will remember exactly how much he spent in a month. Some some friends tell me that, oh, 10,000. So if their commitment is 10,000 household income, so his income sure will be more than 10,000, right? So in other way, we can actually ask their commitment, monthly commitment. Or usually I will also ask around uh, about 150,000, about 130. If he knock his head, then okay. All right. Yeah, Eileen, pass back to you.
Wow, thank you, Karen. Today we really uh lucky because we have you here and you can share a lot of the tips to us. I hope all our elite lights who are on the line here, you managed to jot down all the keywords what Karen had shared with us. So next we have another question. So this our participant he or she feels shy to let us know who is she or he. So the question here is, what are the challenges you face during your new business submission and how do you overcome it? I think this person asked this question because he do have some issue. So the example he or she is giving here is because this day pregnant mother are diagnosed with certain things and always a lot of deferment. So if let's say you are having this kind of the issue or the situation, how are you going to handle it? Karen, can you share with us?
Okay, so this is new business submission deferment.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, I do have challenges. Yeah, clients actually have some medical condition or yeah, a few years ago I have a case. The woman actually pregnant woman actually want to take up the baby plan, but because of her age already over 40 and she had miscarriage before, and so uh the case was declined. So, but then I actually encourage her. I say, uh, yeah, because of this risk, right? Company have assessed the risk, and it has actually too high for us to accept this. However, no worries. You can still take up for your baby after your delivery. We do accept start from 14 days. So actually, after her delivery, it's a baby boy, then it become our client. This is one of the example. Yeah. And then if I have cases like because of people have high blood pressure or cholesterol, usually we will well after I will actually tell the person the outcome that the expected outcome, it can be accept with loading or decline or accept fully, so that the person will not be totally disappointed when the result come out. But we actually can also upsell them with PA. So I did this If people who cannot take up life insurance or life policy from me, I always will propose PA for them. Yeah, either flex PA or the extra PA. Yeah. Okay, Elaine.
Mm-hmm. All
Mm,
right. Thank you, Karen. Which means we will always have an options for our clients because anyway, insurance life insurance company they are. I mean, the customers still transfer their risk to the life insurance company, so at least we do have some options for them to consider, right?
yep.
Okay, so now next questions. This one we really need your experience, okay, to share with us. Do you have a standard to share with us? I mean the standard of the time frame to do the presentations because we got this question from Jaslan. Jaslan asking how long the time to present to client about the plan.
Okay. So before, when I will share my experience, when I meet my clients, right? When we sit down, usually, I will ask them to come to my office. If they cannot, then we will meet in a cafe. So when I first meet my clients, usually I will ask them, how much time you have? We can have about 1 hour. So I already preset his time. I do because I do not want to allow like suddenly he say an ad hoc meeting lah, ad hoc cases lah, he want to leave immediately. I do not want that to happen. So I set the time frame so that both of us agreed about that. If he tell me I only have 30 minutes, then I'm going to actually run through my proposal fast, but I make sure that I need to follow up with him, yeah, later. And usually when we do proposals, right, the presentation is quite important. We need to also ask their feedback, as I mentioned early. So I will, based on his feedback, I already know usually he want which plan. Is it B or C or A? Okay, then if he's okay, then everything smooth, then I say, okay, good. Now let's sign here, and then I'll send you the link, payment link. So now I mean our iPost system is very good. Sometimes I do not even need to wait for my client to sign on the spot. I say that I send the remote sign link to you. Yeah. So to answer the question, right, we always need to know what is the allowable time for us in this discussion. Then we need to speed up, or we know if let's say it's a bit lengthy, then I can actually do more fact finding and receive the feedbacks from him more. It will always be good if our clients have 1 hour. Normally, I won't schedule a proposal or a presentation uh, for 30 minutes because it's not enough. I will only use the 30 minutes to build my trust with him, build some relationship, chit chat, and makan only. Okay, Elaine.
All right, thank you, Karen. So,
Mm,
as a reference to our elite lights here, so if you are not too sure, 1 hour may be a benchmark for you at time being, according to what Karen has shared with us. So, but it will still goes back to depends on the clients, the allowable time from the clients. All right, thank you. So, Karen, we got this next question from Lilawati. Lilawati is asking, hi Karen, how to fix an appointment with clients, and what are the ways that we can really convince them to come up and meet up with us?
okay. So, in order to get the appointment, right? Usually, before make appointment, the pre-steps, I will usually either by call or in the previous meetup, I already so I will share. Hey, Leela, right? Okay, hi, Leela. Wow, long time no see. It's good to see you here. How have you been doing? I ask her. Then she will ask me. Then I will actually tell, wow, I have been so busy meeting with people. Last week my clients just taken the policy for last 2 years in 2021 was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Then her eyes will grow big because people hear the cancer. it was actually a real case. So I will tell Dila, you see, life is so fragile. Just my friend who always claimed that she's very healthy and she just came back from her Europe tour was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. And thank God our company paid everything. Her her first GL approved already 45,000. I share my I screenshot this and then I share with her. So I will take the time. Hey, Lila, come about this. Actually, do you know about your own insurance? If he say yes, then I ask a few questions. Did your agent actually keep in touch with you? Then 5 out of 7 people will say no. Then they will actually share with me some bad experience with the agent. Then I say, hey, you see, your life is so fragile. Why not we meet up next week so we can review this? I do you a free policy review. Okay, you're not necessary to take anything from me. Let's catch up. Yeah, and we meet. How about yeah, Saturday or Sunday 3 p.m. I'm free that time. Shall we meet up in the nearby cafe? Yeah. So on the spot, I will get a positive response. Li.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Karen. Okay, yep. I think due to the time constraints, let's take few more questions, okay, before we wrap up today's sessions. So we got the next question from Bronica John. Bronica John is asking for some sales concept from you, Karen. So he want to ask if our prospect is married without kid and they don't have insurance yet, how do we tell them?
Okay. So married without kids and
Yep.
no insurance.
Mm.
Okay. So yeah, same thing. I will actually share some story about my young clients who actually have admission experience. So I will let him know, I will educate this prospect, right, about medical plan is very important. Okay, so almost nowadays people will acknowledge and then they will take up medical plan. Then I will ask the second question. Um, now we are single, we don't have, sorry, we are not single, but we don't have kids, right? So now since both of you all are actually working, but did you ever think if let's say, okay, what is our plan A? When do you want to retire? Then they will tell me the age. I think 55. I think 60, Karen. Okay. Yeah, now you're 35, yeah, or 30. Then I will draw the line. Yeah, this is long time, 25 or 30 years. This is your plan A, Mr. Customer. But have you prepared your plan B? If something really happened, this is not per your view. You don't expect this to happen, but you are forced to retire. So where is your future income? Who will pay you your future income? You remember last time in the COVID time, we are forced to lock down for a few months. Many people don't have income that time. You feel that, right? Yeah. So may I ask you, if you are forced to retire at young age, your doctor tell you that you should stop working and relax and get your treatment done at home fully. So, Mr. Customer, who will pay your future income to you? Okay, so they will actually look serious and they will think. And I will also always say, then they will ask me, how did I do this? Which means he is asking for my solution. Then I will say, many of my clients at your age, they will take CI protection, critical illness protection. In case any time when you are not feeling well or go to the hospital to see doctor, and doctor's job is to diagnose you. You know, that time all the insurance doors are closed. You are not able to take any more protection. So when we are healthy, we should plan for plan B or plan C. Okay. So Elaine, this is how normally I will educate my clients. Yeah, with
Thank
this
you.
profile. Mm,
Yeah, thank you, Karen. From your sharing until now, I can see that Karen, you are someone who are very I forgotten what is the word in English, but in Bahasa we call teliti, 很细心, right? So you always draw a line. I think visualize is very powerful. You help them to visualize, okay, where are you now and where you want to go. So
mm,
from point A to point B, what if something redirect the route, okay, and as not expected. I think this is very powerful tools that we can always use. So always yeah, our elite lights, remember, always bring along your stylus together with your iPad so you can draw and show your client anytime, anywhere. So Karen, we do have another questions here, right?
mm.
From our Magdalena Mary. This one again, because one of your key strength here we understand is prospecting as well as closing the close seal the deal. So Magdalena would like to ask this tips from you, specifically from Karen. So would like to know how to approach people in the public area who we do not know, or can we approach this kind of people. Yeah.
Okay. So I seldom do cold call because there is no trust. No, the person don't know me, and he don't know how good I am. So I will not I don't do cold calls. But if let's say we want to do this, so I will, let's say I see a promoter, okay, standing there selling things. I will try to ask her about her product. What are you selling? Then let her talk about her things. Why what since when you come to work here? Yeah, try to be curious about people's life and why he or she are working part time here or full time here. Then try to get to know people first. Yeah, because in our industry, right, is quite, I mean, difficult to close sales with a stranger. Based on my experience, yeah. I'm not sure about out there. Maybe some of you can sell online or what. Mm. Okay,
All
Elaine.
right. Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you, Karen. Karen, let's take the last questions. This questions to me is a bit technical, but at the same time, I think we can hear from you. Maybe from your experience, you can let us know. Hey, is it true? Fact find. We can help our life planners here. So his question here is: during purchasing life insurance for prospect, what kind of funds that we can choose for the prospect?
Oh, okay. So based on my experience, yeah. So of course we need to know what age our client. If they are above 50, so usually I will suggest like fixed income or some low risk fund. Of course, we blend with balance and equity, but then the majority, maybe 70 or 60% go to the low risk fund. But if let's say on the other hand, if my client is 30s or 40s, then I would actually suggest him based on actually we have the question, right, about their investment taste. So based on that also, I actually try to fact find if my prospects can like to take risk or not, whether they like equity or not. If they like, and then I actually also show them the investment trend about that funds. Usually I would suggest them strategic equity. Yeah. Okay, Elaine.
Okay. Yeah,
Mm.
thank you, Karen. Yes, I think we all have learned a lot and good tips from Karen's today. So, Karen, before we wrap up the sessions today, right? So, since our topic we are talking about final sprint toward a powerful fourth quarter closing. So, from the 7 steps that you have shared with us around about how what are the guidelines to win the race, do you have any one final tips of the days that you like to share with our elites today here?
Okay, the mindset determines your result. You need to set up your mindset, okay, and say that, yes, I can do it. And you just follow these 7 steps, okay? Maybe you want to double or triple your activities, you will win the race. You will sure win the race. This is many MDRTs have told me, and I experienced this. So do not give up. In our mindset, no give up. You set this goal, you need to achieve it. Okay? So I wish to actually wish everyone happy closing. Keep doing it until you reach your target. Okay.
All right, thank you, Karen, and please give 99999 once again in the chat box. And thanks, Karen, for all this very helpful tips. Then will help us to have a good closing this year. Thank you, Karen. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Yiling.
Thank
Yeah.
you. All
Thank you, all
right.
elites. Okay.
All right, thank you. So, yeah, very quickly, let me share with you all again. Okay, so after we learn from Karen, what can we do? So, my dear elites who are on the line, okay, so quickly jot down your notes, but remember, not only jot down the notes, but remember to execute it. So, how can you execute? Remember the tips, the guidelines to win the race from Karen. Okay, write down your target. Remember, your target is your A. And where are you now? Check your current performance, which is B. A minus B equivalent to your C now. And then, yeah, you know when is your deadline. Write down your customer names, who you haven't approached. And do you know their family members who you haven't approached them, and do you able to sell them one more policies? Remember, we are not selling to them, but with the sincere heart, we want to help more family in Malaysia, help them living healthier, longer, and better lives. So let's put our heads down and work hard this sprint, and I'm confident that we will finish strong and hit our goal in year 2023. So, ladies and gentlemen, the more we learn, the more we earn. Don't forget, okay, not only this lunch talk and also the morning meet, okay, so other than attending these two lunch talk or morning meet, be sure you will also attend your jumpstart series to fulfill your training requirement. My venture point is compulsory for elite light who are in your month 2, whereby jumpstart is the month of the month is compulsory for those who are in month 3 and onwards. So quickly register on Island X to grab your seats now. Next, I would like to also borrow this platform and introduce you this critical illness assistant. I believe you saw this during when we show the video earlier. So next week's our topics is about self-affordable CI solutions like a pro. So please save the date and learn more about the CI and how can we approach our clients with these CI solutions. You may log in into Island X now to familiarize what are the CI terms and what are the exclusions. And what's more, you can learn from the doctors to know what are the prevention tips that we can share with our clients. So familiarize with the CI terms prior to joining our next week's topic, okay, sell affordable CI solutions like a pro. Save the dates now. So my dear elites, okay, so I think today is a very good session in which we learn a lot from Karen's, a lot of tips, and next, your actions. So without further ado, when you click leave this meeting, remember what you need to do is review where are you now and what is your goal. So I'm Eileen again. So I will see you in our next lunch talk. let's sign off for the day. Thank you.
We are AIA, and we are not ordinary. We are AIA, we're the reason you can say each and every day. We are AIA, and we are not ordinary. We are AIA, plan well, live well, protect well, and get well too. We are here to make a difference. We are
going beyond coverage.
We are with you all the way, empowering you with total health and wealth solutions. Hold up, health and wealth?
Don't you know when we say total solution, we mean it.
Health and wealth, greater together for healthier, longer, better lives. We are building a world of total health and wealth solutions. Plan well for a brighter tomorrow. Live well,
AIA vitality.
protect well from life's uncertainties. Get well,
AIA cares for you.
we want to help you raise your
To a
vibe.
healthier, longer, better life.
Plan well, live well, protect well, and get well too.
'Cause this